Yo. Hi there, this is Archive Moon with Star Siren Astrology coming to you in this glorious, super full moon in Libra. Coming on the day that the sun moves, the spring equinox. The sun moves into its 0 degrees of Aries, bringing us fire, bringing us the spark of creation, coming out of the oceanic, emotional, mystical realms of Pisces and giving us this drive to create and self-actualize. And yet the moon is full and coming to us in the 0 degrees of Libra. That is the 5th full moon that we've had, 5 in a row, coming to us in its 0 degrees of its sign. To me, that means that we are being initiated, we are being ushered into a new relationship with these archetypes. The full moon is this culmination, the completion of a cycle, this moment when the fruit drops and we taste the seeds that we have sown. And so right now we are being initiated in Libra. We are having this moment to start a new cycle with our relationship with that archetype and what that archetype represents, and what I believe this entire ceremony of this full moon eclipse on the equinox represents is relationships. Freedom versus stability, control and order and responsibility and rules, structure versus freedom and newness and self-actualization and me and my and I want. And Libra represents the harmony, the call to how are you seen inside of the other, inside of the reflection of the other? What are your needs and what are theirs? And how do you balance that? You know, Libra is the scales, and it says, how do you harmonize? How are you in relationship? And what are the dynamics? What are the energetic dynamics inside of groups, inside of your partnerships, inside of the people that you are collaborating with? You know, Libra is about collaboration. It's about harmony, like I said. It's about balance. And it's also about that wisdom of your needs and the group, the pulse of the group, the pulse of the relationship. You know, within a family or within a partnership or within a business or organization, there's this entity that is that pulsation of all those beings, but yet there are the individuals, you know? And so the Aries Libra axes, it's the polar opposites of one another. They bring us the gift of being able to how do you stay in touch with who you are, your needs, your desires, your independence, your freedom, your ability to self-actualize and pioneer and discover. That's Aries. Desire, freedom, me, my voice, that fire that you say, I know what I want and I'm gonna go for it. And then that Libra is okay, how do I balance my needs with the other? How do I harmonize this? How do I know what my actions are going to affect this relationship, the dynamics inside of the group? You know, this action with this person will create this result. And Libra is that intelligence. You know, Libra is ruled by Athena, the goddess of wisdom and war. It is the ability to see and navigate the dynamics, the energetic grid of human relationships, the effects, the cause and the effects. And so in my opinion, this is a full moon that is asking us to balance our needs with the other, to take into account how do others see you, Like, are you pushing it away? Are you fighting to get your needs? Are you pushing your perspective, and you're blaming, and you're moving, and you're slashing and burning, and you're trying to get your needs met and your perspective, your voice heard, and then like ignoring the other, ignoring the perceptions and the experience and the needs of your partners, of your relationships? Or are you overwhelmed by that? Are you taking on their needs and their experience and their perception so much that you lose yourself, and you lose your ability to move, and you lose your confidence and your drive and your self-worth? Your fire gets dimmed because of it, shut down. This is a time where it's okay, the self, the individual is going to be challenged in a way, because the sun is being squared by Saturn in Capricorn. It's meaning that the individual ego saying me and my, and this is who I am, and these are my motives and my desires, is being squared by Saturn, external authority coming in to say, yes, but these are the roles, these are the conditions, this is your duty, your responsibility, you know? And that full moon's in Libra saying, hey, are you taking the other's needs, the other's views and perceptions into account? Are you being mindful of that? Or are you being so Libra that you lose yourself at the reflection of the other, at their perceptions and their thoughts of you, of their stories, of their needs, whatever it is? It's time to reclaim that power of your own fire, your individuality, your needs and desires, and learn to open up to that moon who is asking you to start a new cycle in the way that you harmonize, in the way that you show up inside of your relationships, in the way that you show up for yourself. This is a time of looking at places where we're codependent, places where we're selfish, places where we're pushing and we're fighting. There's going to be a lot of discord, challenge, because there's a lot of squares happening right now. Like I said, the sun is being squared by Saturn. Venus in Aquarius is being squared by Mars, who is in Taurus. So it's Mars is our masculine, our drive, what we have fire and fuel for. It's the physical connection and aspect of our relationships. Mars is in Taurus saying, I want to work for stability. I want my eros, my drive wants sensuality. It wants groundedness. It wants to work for something that's going to last. It wants stability. It gets fixed in earth, fixed in stability. So I want security, you know? And Venus is our emotional, feminine receptivity aspect of our relationships. How we engage and what we want inside of relationships is saying, I'm an Aquarius. I want freedom. I want spontaneity. I want newness. I want total, unabashed freedom to free myself of all the conditionings. You know, she just came out of a long journey of Capricorn being conjuncted by Saturn, the South Node, and Pluto there. So really working on the places where it's we're stuck in patterns and structures. And now it's moving into Aquarius saying, okay, what needs to be freed and moved through? What needs to be released and liberated? I want to travel, I want to learn, I want to network with people, I want to learn something new, I want to be mentally stimulated. You know, Venus wants that. And then Mars is saying, I want stability. And so here we've got Venus saying freedom, and Mars saying security and stability. We've got Libra and the moon saying, I want harmony and balance, I want safety inside of relationship. And we've got the sun saying, I want freedom. I want me and my, and I want to go, and I want to do. We've got these polarizing and squaring energies really asking us to refine how we are inside of relationships. To me, it's all about relationships. So it's time to refine. Let those struggles and those challenges, those conflicts, that bickering or whatever, those explosions, whatever that, the density or the like frustration, whatever is coming up for you, let that really be the fuel that propels, not more blaming, not more pushing, not more like caving in, but like reach to the higher octave. And Venus is in Aquarius, so it means learn. Listen to those audiobooks, take those courses, network, reach out to new and different kinds of people, move and travel and broaden your perspective. And above all, let that bird's eye view that is Aquarius, like, lift us up over it so that we can find that compassion, so that we can find that freedom, that true sense of freedom. And then let that like Sun in Aries, that Mars in Taurus, bring it into the body, bring it into something that like can be actualized and felt and experienced on Earth, like in your body, in your relationship, in your home, with your work and your finances, you know. And again, let that like magnifying lens of the moon, while she's like super and full and glorious, like shine a light on these places inside of you so that you can really open up to like, okay, what's mine, what's yours? What am I really meant to try on and learn and integrate? And what am I meant to let go of? What is not mine? And how can you allow yourself to be like called into that place where Athena says wisdom in these dynamics, a pulse on your own self and your own needs and desires, and a pulse on the other. So don't get lost. Open up to that refinement. Don't get broken down and hopeless. It's time to let that actually heal these places inside of you.